A billionaire CEO was on a business trip in another city when he mistakenly entered the wrong room at the designated meeting location. Upon pushing open the door, he saw a familiar silhouette. The woman turned around upon hearing the noise, and both froze instantly. The CEO discovered the woman standing before him in disheveled clothing. In her panic, the woman slipped and nearly fell into the swimming pool. The CEO rushed forward to help her, but unexpectedly, the woman pushed him into the water instead. The CEO felt that ever since meeting this woman, his luck had taken a turn for the worse. During their conversation, the woman learned that the graffiti on her face from when she was drunk some time ago had actually been done by the CEO. The CEO was quite proud of this and mentioned that he had even left his phone number. The CEO then mocked the woman, saying that at her age, she should pay more attention to managing her figure. The woman immediately fired back, calling the CEO a dirty old man despite his advanced age. The two parted on bad terms. The woman stormed back to her room and demanded to know which of her friends had forgotten to lock the door. In her anger, she began hitting and kicking her best friend. Meanwhile, the CEO arrived at his appointment with a client, only to be told before he could even enter that the client had already left. The CEO returned to his hotel and immediately called the client, but the client wouldn't answer his calls. While feeling frustrated, his friend called him. The friend offered to help, but the CEO stubbornly refused the assistance. The CEO managed to find out where the client had gone. When the client learned that the CEO was also nearby, he invited the CEO to meet at an extreme sports facility. Coincidentally, the woman and her best friend also arrived at the extreme sports facility. The woman was getting revenge on her friend for forgetting to lock the door by selecting the most difficult rock climbing route for her. After choosing the route, the woman went to the changing room to get ready. When she returned, she found that someone had taken her climbing route and that someone was the CEO. The woman had no choice but to select the route next to his. The woman watched as the CEO carefully instructed his friend, feeling a mix of emotions. At that moment, her best friend was calling for her, and the CEO also noticed the woman's presence. He thought to himself that this woman was like a persistent ghost. While rock climbing, the woman accidentally slipped onto the CEO's friend's route. That person directly pushed the woman's foot away, causing her to lose balance instantly. The CEO quickly rushed over to catch the woman, but the next second, he simply placed her on the ground. The woman angrily stood up and yelled at the CEO, and the two began arguing in front of everyone. When the CEO saw his friend coming down, he turned and walked away. The best friend looked at the CEO with a gossipy expression and then at the woman. The woman complained that she and the CEO were simply incompatible. That evening, the two encountered each other again at a bar. The drunk woman began pestering the CEO relentlessly, especially after seeing the CEO's friend. She deliberately revealed that she and the CEO had once been lovers. The CEO angrily tried to make the woman stop talking, but instead of stopping, she became even more excited. The CEO's friend left with cold, sarcastic remarks. The furious CEO questioned why the woman kept pestering him and sabotaging his affairs. The woman deliberately didn't answer and urged the CEO to hurry up and chase after his friend. When the woman woke up, it was already the next day. Her best friend began complaining about how the woman had made her sing happy birthday songs and coax her to sleep the night before. The best friend also told the woman about the content of her argument with the CEO the previous night. After hearing this, the woman felt no guilt whatsoever and was actually quite pleased. The woman returned home and decided to start her life anew. Meanwhile, although the CEO had nearly had his project ruined by the woman, he ultimately managed to turn things around and secure the contract.